Hello, all you Ace gamers out there. This is your Elite Ace Gamer Ace coming to you live again um, with a new game. This is Wakfu Online. Well, it's just called Wakfu. It is another MMORPG. Yes, I know. I love my MMORPG tuning. Um, this is just the world selection screen here. Uh, there's two different worlds. I normally just play on RebelX, which is the international one. There used to be a whole slew of them, but they merged all their servers. Uh, so we'll just click click that box off, double click that, go to enter. Brings you to the character select screen, I should say. Um, Now, this game is quite a bit different than Fiesta Online in the fact that you have a crap load of characters. This is your character select screen. Already have a character made. This is what level she is. All that nice looking stuff. You have your booster, which I don't have one. That's okay. So if I click character select, since I already have a character made, I can either do the tutorial or not. I'm gonna skip. I'm gonna press no. I'm gonna skip it. I will go into the tutorial at a later time for you guys. Right now, we're just doing the character. Um, this here is every single class that you can be. You got your Cray, which is your archer. Right here is their difficulty. Um, then after their difficulty, you have what they do, and then you've got more what their role is. Specialty, damage, and control is for Cray. Cray's an archer. You've got your Ika Flip, which is two. He's one of them lucky warrior types. You can do damage control or heal. You've got your Sakyar, um, which is damage tank and positioning. You've got your Augie or Auganite, Auganarch, Knight, Neck, Argonaut, um, which you see right what it does right there. He's a tank and damage dealer. You got your Sarm, um, their damage and movement. You can poison people with him and do a crap load of damage. You got your Masquerader. You got your IOPS, which they are crazy all get out. They're more combo characters. You got your Inner Oppas, which are healers. You got your Feka, which I used to be a Feka main. I know quite a bit about Fekas. Um, they're good tanks. They can be damage dealers, but they're more tanks and supports. Uh, so then you got your Elotrops, which are just portal people. You got your Intertrops, which is gold and stuff like that. And you got the Saudis, which is basically a minion spammer. You got the Fogger Knight, which is damage. You got your Hupper Mage, which is damage, but he's more magic. You then have your Zalor, aka TikTok Man, damage and positioning for him. You got your Rogue, which makes things go boom, bomb, literally, for damage. You got your Panda, which I really like pandas. They're tanks and healers, and then you got your Osas, which are again, you can capture things. They're minions. They can support. They can do damage, so forth and so on. Just to show you how it's done, I'm gonna pick. Osmos. I can do either male or female. I'm gonna go female for right now. You can change your hair color. Um, you got different hairstyles. I'm just gonna 1 through 8. You got your different. You then have, yeah, and then you got your character name. I'm just gonna name her Tutorial, and then you hit create, and it brings you into the world of 12, as it was. This is where you start out after the tutorial. Like I said, I'll go over the tutorial a little bit later. We're gonna skip. We'll just skip the scene and all that. Okay, this is your starting town, Astrub, um, and all that. So as far as your character goes, here's your characteristics. This is how much HP you have. AP is action points. That's for your attacks. MP is your movement points, allows you to move. WP is your wakfu points. Certain attacks that you do, you will need wakfu points for. You've got your masteries, damage, mas- damage that you do with each mastery element, which you have water, earth, fire, and wind, air, wind. Then you got how much defense you have for each of them. Damage inflicted. Um, it tells you how much damage you will inflict. Critical hits is how much uh, damage you inflict on a critical hit. Initiative, how quickly you go. Dodge, how easily you dodge attacks. Wisdom, how much experience you get. Control lets you know how many minions or creatures you can control. Heals performed is how much you heal. Block is how much you block. Range is how many blocks away you can attack. Block, block stands for how much it takes to keep your opponent closer to you. Prospecting would be how much you get for mining and stuff like that. Force of will, how much certain stuff you take away. Then you got your masteries. Your mastery figures into your damage, your resistance, and stuff like that. Um, if I click on display ability, this is your character's stat points, basically how you build your character. You got health points, how much HP you get per level. Elemental resistance, how much resistance to each element you have. Barrier is how much is damage is taken off. Times per battle. Heals received is how much you receive when healed. Um, armor health points, that's just pretty much how much armor you have before it gets to HP. Elemental mastery, how much mastery you have in each element. Single target mastery uh, versus area mastery. Now, single target mastery is just for one enemy. Area mastery is for the area or group. Melee mastery goes with your elemental and single target mastery. It's for fighting basically with your hands. Basically, you get up close to your opponent and you punch them in the face or something like that. Distance mastery is, for away. That goes with either area mastery or target mastery. And then hit points, how many hit points you get in total. Then you have your agility, which is your lock, which increases the ability to keep the adversary in close combat. Dodge is what counters your ability, your lock ability, to how you keep them at a distance. Your dodge, uh, lock locks you down, dodge keeps you further away. Initiative, how quickly you go. You have lock and dodge, and then you got force of will. How much MP or AP and AP you take away. Then you got your luck set, your critical hit, your block, your crit mastery, rear mastery, your berserker mastery, heal mastery, rear resistance, and critical resistance. Your resistances say how much you don't, how much is taken off um, each time you receive an attack to the rear or a critical hit. Healing mastery is how much more you heal. Berserk and mastery is for HP below 50%. Rear mastery, how much damage you do attacking from behind. Critical hit mastery, how much damage you do on a critical hit. Block, basically, how much damage reduction for blocking. Critical hit, how much uh, basically critical hit percentage is for your critical hit. That tells you what if it's like 25%, then you crit 25% of the time with your attack. And then you got your action, your majors, which is your action points increases the action points by one. Movement points and damage increases your movement points by one, and then your elemental damage by a certain amount. Ranging damage, you range by one. Element, yeah, damage range by a certain amount. Wakfu points increases your WP. Control and damage increases your control. Basically, how many minions you can have out plus your elemental mastery. Damage inflicted increases how much damage you do, and then elemental resistance increases your resistance. Elemental resistance, pretty much basically. That's it for statistics. You have this string here, which is for your inventory. You got your bags. It's down here, you got places for different bags. See, the quest items, and then you got your cosmetics. Um, yeah, I got that. And then bing, bang, boom. Um, this tells you the different gear that you can have on. A pet, and this is the mount. This is accessory. This is weapon and weapon. This is your costume. I have a costume on right now. This is finisher. I have a finisher on as well. All I have is Old Haven bag for stuff like that. You got your tokens that you get for completing various things. I have an Incarnum um, costume, which I can equip at level 15, and then you got your Osmotus whip. This is, tells you more about your class. If you click on an item, you can click use or you can trash it. Also, you can double click it to use it. This just tells you what each class tree does. Now, skills. This is the skills that you have unlocked, and these are the skills that you can unlock within each branch. For osmosis, you have fire, earth, and air. Down here, you also have active spells. Um, those are just untyped. And then here, you've got all the patches that you have. Each patch is unlocked at a certain level. You can uh, equip more skills at certain levels, up to level 80. That's when all of these are unlocked. And then you got your passive. Each passive does something different. You unlock them at certain levels. When you get to level 200, which is max, you can you unlock the last use of your um, passive. That's passive stuff. I can go between myself and my passive just by clicking the button. This right here is your animal summoner. This tells you that, hey, I can summon different creatures and stuff like that. Over here on the side, you can add a sidekick. You can add, if you have a booster, you can add another character. Um, Stuff like that. Let me see if I can bring that up. Yeah, here's the sidekick. This is your heroes and sidekick screen. You can have up to 2 other heroes and sidekicks. This just means I have no nation, no guild, and then rewards. Real quick, I'll go over nations with you guys. Um, just give me a minute to get over here. Okay, you right, you just click on it. You got 1, 2, 3, 4 major nations: Ragnar, Ponta, and Kana, and Topeka. You just choose. This tells you how rich they are, number of inhabitants that they have, the governor, and number of territories, and then links between nations tells you what enemies there are and what nations are allied with. For this one, I'm just going to pick Ragnar. Bam, done. Over here is Master Boswell. What you do is you right click on anything to interact with it, and then you click what you want to do. This guy, you can reset your stats and stuff like that. We're not going to do anything with him as of right now because there's nothing to do with him. Got a couple more things to show you, and then I'll be done with this particular video for you guys. These are your zaps. These allow you to right click and then click that. These teleport you to different places that you already unlocked the zap for. So different nations, yada yada yada. If you hit M, bring up the map. Map has a whole bunch of icons. I'll go over with next time in a different video. Um, just kind of giving you the main icons that you need to worry about, stuff like that. There is a mini map for you. The next thing that I want to tell you guys about in this video is your transport. As soon as I can get over it, right click, and then the first time you interact with them, uh, just lets you unlock it, and then you can go to other ones that you've unlocked. Actually, I think there's one. Okay, yeah, there is one other thing. This is your Phoenix. You want to raise a certain Phoenix, you right click to interact, and then you hit that button, and it'll link you. Your chat. You got your vicinity, you got your private, and your common discovery, which you don't need. Your group, your guild, your trade. I usually don't listen to your politics. I don't listen to teams for guilds. Recruitment, I usually don't listen to. In PvP area, I don't listen to. The only ones I usually keep open are team, guild, group, game log, and vicinity. You can also switch between the two of them. If you come down here on your chat window, you click this little thing, and you can click, bam, there you go. You can enter your Haven bag. Haven bag is got this. You got storage. You got your little Haven bag guy. Uh, you can customize your Haven bag. You can go into other people's Haven bags as long as they aren't locked. Down here next to your HP, you got your God gift, which is just letting you know what creatures you have. With an Aza, it lets you know what creatures you have captured. This right here, this is your quest window. You click this and it gives you a little compass to your next quest. So I do believe quest management. Yeah, okay. You click on this, this tells you what yeah, quest book. Okay, this is a little weird. You got World Quest, you got Mercenary Post Quest, Mount Zint Quest, Almanac Quest, and Heritage Quest. Here you'll just find a list of all your quests. Let me see. Battlefield controls dungeon. If you click on this, gives you a list of all the dungeons that you can do within the game and what level they are. Um, you can get rewards for doing dungeons, so forth and so on. Dungeons are usually done with teams. Um, this is community. This is your passport. This is for your PvP, and this is your secrets that you collected. You got a bunch of different things down here. You got your characteristics, spells, your inventory, professions. I'll go over those in a separate video. There's just so much to go over. You got your community, uh, which tells you politics, character book, passport. The character book is for your friends um, and stuff like that. Then you got guilds. I will go over guilds in a separate video as well. Let me see. Tutorial, rewards, blah, blah, blah. This is your map. And then you got the menu, which there's really not much to talk about on the menu. It's pretty much straightforward. So, um, there's that. I got a lot to go over to start with. We're going to have a lot of tutorials for this game, and stuff like that. Right now, we're just going to walk out because I'm done. Um, this is your elite gamer, ace gamer saying, see ya, tune in next time. Bye.